Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel, where today we are doing, I believe it is the 34th episode of the 6-song roundup. I will pre-warn at the start of this video, there might be some weird noises. My window is open because it is hotter than a motherfucker today, and there's like kids about screaming and shouting, dogs barking, you know, the typical fucking racket of a sunny day. So without further ado, let's just jump straight into the video whilst it's semi-relaxed out and about. So track number 1 of 6 is Ensiferum's The Howl. This is about 7 minutes and 18 seconds. So we start with a low orchestral build. There's like a bit of a monologue by a character. Then this slow build comes back, there's acoustic guitars, the drums kick in, the guitars kick in, the vocals kick in. They all just spiral into action after this slow build. The vocals are what I would say is classic Ensiferum. A very good mix of the gravelly, harsher vocals and the cleans for choruses. The instrumental is can't read my handwriting, sorry. Folky, that's what it says, not folly, folky. Yet it keeps a great drum pattern. It fades out only to come back again with a faster pace and a bit more heavier growls and guttural nature. It's a very good, very solid track. Absolutely loved it. It's exactly what you would expect from Ensiferum. They are just always really good. Track 2 is Attila, and it's their song American Rejects. This is about 2.5 minutes long. I've liked Attila's music for a while. I think I found them around the About That Life era. I've stuck around, listened to their older stuff. I like their music, but yeah, I tend to drift away from them quite frequently. Like, they're more of a casual listen than a hardcore listen. This is what you would expect from Attila, though. It's heavy vocals, rapped sections. It's not one of their best songs by any stretch of the means, but it's also not a bad song, if that makes sense. There's, you know, like a cool bit, I think it was in that song, where Franz kind of like rolls his R in the growl, and it's kind of more like a sort of like delivery. That was kind of cool. There was a bit more like vocal gymnastics in the end of it as well, like delivering some sort of like Left to Suffer sort of vocal deliveries, like, and just like fucking around with like what he can do with his voice. But yeah, I liked the rolled R like in the song. It's not something that's easy to pull off, but I thought Franz actually managed to do it quite well. Track 3, we then move on to Antlers, and this is their song Cry of the Last Mammoth. This is about 6 minutes and 15 seconds. So this is a band that I am very unfamiliar with. I hadn't actually heard of them before this. I just saw it recommended up for me on YouTube, I believe, and I was like, saved to my like playlist where it's like separate songs, and it's like probably shy of 1,500 songs for me to review in these sorts of videos. And then I just pick 6 out willy-nilly. So yeah, we start off very symphonic and grandiose. Then the guitars come in, then we get some blast beats. There's some faint choirs in the back at the beginning of the song, like very faint. It's very atmospheric, it's heavy, it's very cool. It is extremely cool, and it's all of these things all at once, but it's just this sick instrumental throughout the entire thing. And I didn't realize that until near the end. Like, the entire runtime of the 6 minutes, I was kind of like waiting for some sort of vocal delivery. Like, with a song called The Cry of the Last Mammoth, I was expecting kind of like not quite Ensiferum, but maybe more like um, more like a blackened sort of folk style, maybe a bit more Vildaharty, maybe a bit more, you know, Kivimetsun Druidi style. I wasn't quite sure what to expect, but that is kind of what I had built up in my head from the name of the song and the start of it. But I wasn't disappointed. I enjoyed the instrumental. It was a fantastically put together instrumental. My God. I could fucking rant and rave about how clean the production was all day. It was fantastic, but I'm not going to do all of that. Like, if you like symphonic, fast-paced, like blackened deathcore instrumentals, I would probably suggest this would be right up your alley. Like, there is no, like I said, no vocals. It is just one badass instrumental from start to finish. It is fantastic. So moving on from that, we then have track number 4, which is a band, again, that I'm not very familiar with, but after this I went and listened to a lot of their discography on YouTube, and found that they're very, like, well, in YouTube's eyes at least, they're very heavily mixed in with, was it Wolf and the Bear, or Wolf and Bear, and Dance Gavin Dance. And this band is, I might butcher this name, Eidola? Eidola. Eidola. That's how I'm saying it. It could be wrong. Hopefully it's not. I'm not sure. This is their song Prodigy, which is just shy of 3 minutes and 50 seconds. And we start with a very poppy, almost country beat. But the vocals have this almost like rock vibe to them. And then the beat drops. We get a bit of a switch. And then it goes back to this poppy country sort of delivery again. And it's a very ebb and flow sort of instrumental. The vocals are smooth as fuck and very well delivered. Like, they are skillfully done. There's a great rhythm to the song, a great flow behind the song and to the lyrics and vocals themselves. Overall, it's a very fun vibe, a very catchy song, very catchy chorus. I loved it. Like I say, it made me go and check out more of this band's work. And I would definitely listen to them again, and I definitely recommend, if you like that sort of Dance Gavin Dance, mathcore, slightly djenty style music, where it's a bit more free-flowing, a bit less confined to one sort of rhythm or patterning, and a bit more experimental, Eidola might be up your alley as well. Like, they're very good. So, oh, okay, the sun's just moved and the lighting's changed. From there, we move on to track 5, which is Mushroom Head and Fall in Line. This is 4 minutes and 44 seconds exact. So, starts off quick with the male vocals, and then the female vocals come in as well to accompany it and do the choruses and stuff like that. Like I said, they're very quickly brought in from each other. They complement each other very well as well. The guitars and drum work is really solid. It's what you would expect from a Mushroom Head song. Like, the male vocals are a bit more distorted and pushed back. The female vocals are a little bit more operatic and clean and brought forward, and like a bit more of a focus, I guess would be the right term. Again, the drum work and guitar work is solid, very well done. I would definitely say, for me though, the female vocals were the standout of the song, as kind of is the case with a lot of newer Mushroom Head songs for me. That's not taking away from the rest of the band. I still like their music. I still think they're an enjoyable listen. And whilst we're on the topic of Mushroom Head, the fucking masks that they wear in that music video in particular are really cool. Like, the lead singer, the dude, he has this mask where it's kind of almost like made me think of a ventriloquist dummy, but it almost was like this creepy ventriloquist dummy that kind of like felt like it had been like possessed or brought to life sort of thing, you know. The female vocalist, she has like a black eye and a red eye. She's got this cool face makeup and paint and shit, and she feels very almost like witchy and shit. So yeah. And I just kicked over my drink, fuck's sake. And finally we have track 6, which is Future Palace, Dead Inside. This is about 3 minutes 35 seconds. This song's been on rotation for ages. It's got great drum work, amazing vocals, catchy chorus, clean guitars. Like, what more could you ask for in a song? Overall, it's a very easily recommended song. It's a bit more of this like pop punky sort of feel. It's not like heavy at all. It's just a good song you can easily put on in the background, and a lot of the Future Palace songs, especially on the same album as Dead Inside, are equally as enjoyable a listen. Overall, very solid 6 songs. I recommend every single one of them. Couldn't recommend them enough. And that is the end of this. I will see you guys in the next video, which will be the 2 EP review, where we'll be looking at an EP from Famous Last Words and My Enemies and I. So I will see you all in that video, and remember to stay safe out there, my friends. Goodbye.